Oh, we live. Oh yeah, buddy. Eating that ginger. I gotta be slick about going live right here because people just come right up next to me. I got the doves here though. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. You don't want to say nothing? You don't want to say nothing to people? How about you, Debo? My baby gonna say something. Come here, baby. Bring your ass over here. Come here. Hey, something else and shit. Hey, little butts. Oh, we're talking about ginger, man. You need that. Ginger, it's cool for ripping up. I'm talking about, you know, getting nice and chiseled and cut up so you can see the strides and shit. You know what I mean? See, this is a root. We eat ginger every day. Right now, for sure. Pants button up, y'all. My bad. This is a chew stick right here, too. We be chewing ginger. Hey, what's happening? X, what's good? What's good? This ain't Karen? What's happening? Peace. Wow. We eating, hold on, I got some grapes. Hey, I told you, I said if I get some grapes, it's on like hot butter popcorn. And I got them, too. These are green ones. They ain't got no seeds in them, but hey. I'm from Mississippi. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. I lived in a few places. The sun came out just for y'all. It was cloudy. Shit. I was a little downed a little bit. Up his back down. That's great. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for joining in. We're doing the cut up thing right now, you know what I'm saying? So it's the season to change up the food a little bit so we get more fruits in. Because the winter time, you really can't have too much fruit. Because it's cold as hell, and if you eat a lot of fruit in the winter time, your bones gonna be cold. I know, I did it. Hey, I appreciate you. Let me see the spirit. I gotta see the names, but I appreciate you, no doubt. That's good. You stay tuned. You're finna blow everybody else out the water and shit, because all they're talking about is do this, pick this up, put that down. They ain't talking about mental health. They ain't talking about, you know, how to keep your emotions right. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of trying to chastise you for not having your emotions right. Man, it all comes on with light bodybuilding, which is, you know, mind, body, spirit, and soul, moving, you know, stuff you're supposed to do to make sure you're not stressed. Shit. You know? And I ain't seen none of these YouTubers whoever, you know what I'm saying, eating fruit. If you do, you're gonna see the big ones, the big online YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? That means they've been watching a nigga. Shit. Don't want to give a nigga credit. It's all right though. I ain't tripping. Most High get all the credit though. I know I'm up in there, about a couple thousand. I ain't went in yet. I'm letting everybody make their little moves. You know, I'll make a move, they'll make a move. I'll do something, and then they'll do something. But I'm like, this ain't y'all lane. And so as you see, they cancel themselves out because this is not what they do. They don't work out and eat fruit 80% of the time and shit. And, you know, talk about mental health and psychology and cluster B personality and how to just heal that. They own narcissistic personality traits or pathological narcissism. They ain't even talking about how to heal that. Because a lot of the personal trainers have that. So they don't really care about your health. Period, G. They only care about how they look. That's it. They don't care about their health. Yeah, people's all over there, man. People gonna be walking. It's a lot of stuff, man. So, who hugged you so hard looking like an empty squeezed soda can? I know, right? I didn't drink no water today. I mean, I drank earlier. I'm gonna get this thing because I need these H3Os right quick. But yeah, what we do today? I did biceps today. I know, I gotta show off a little bit. You see, I ain't got no steroids in them, but I'm gonna show this. A lot of people ain't got that part. You see what I'm saying? If you see them, their whole thing just go like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a full arm. They can't contract it. You know what I mean? Tricep, they don't even have that. But they telling you to do these and that and these and these and these and all this shit. But they don't tell you the exact way how to get them. Like, add this workout in, add this exercise in. I guarantee you I had a horseshoe. Look, the horseshoe is like a finished arm, man. A steroid dude would be like, okay. So, I don't hate on steroid people. But now we know that's what they take. Somebody came up to me in the gym and was like, man, you know who Robbie Robinson is? I was like, hell yeah, I know who Robbie Robinson is. He's like, man, you remind me of him. I was like, you know, it's not been. Your build or something like that. Not like I'm just like a super Negro type dude, but, you know, yeah, he just said that. So, I understood. Love his guy. A lot of people always want to talk about when I do push-ups and shit. I'm trying to put y'all on so y'all ain't got to worry about listening to none of these dudes, man. But they don't know shit. They may have a good response to their body, but they're going to tell you just enough so you won't catch up. Like when somebody say, just do 3 sets of 10. And you wonder why everybody look the same because they're doing 3 sets of 10. I can already tell you when they sit down in the machine, they ain't going to do more than 3 sets. You're supposed to do 3 to 5 sets, G. Maybe 6 or 7. That's how you get the extraness. If you wonder how you get the little extra development, that's what you do. And that's partial of the work in the gym. You got to eat right. Or you got to eat a certain way, you know? Right now, we're not eating fat, so I'm eating more, you know, just protein, basically chickpeas. I'm eating some leaves, even though it's not leaf season. The leaf season don't come in until like, you know, midsummer, around fall, you know what I mean? So you can get your kale in and stuff like that. Excuse me, but I ain't eating none of that right now. I'm eating avocados because it's avocado season, so that gets you the healthy fats that you need, but you can still see the strides. You know what I'm saying? People ain't got the strides, but this is like healthy strides though. I'm not trying to but this is healthy strides. I'm not putting in a whole bunch of carbs and a whole bunch of sugar from different places. I'm getting fruit sugar, and I eat sugar cane sugar. You know what I'm saying? Try to stay happy as much as I possibly can. Peace, I appreciate you. Jay, I appreciate you, big dog. So on what we used was the longest you went on. I'm on it right now. This is 7 years now. It's since 2019. So before 2019 of semen retention, I used to do, you know, months at a time. Like, you know, I'd get up to 8 months. And I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And I'll release, but not like I'll go and release on my own. You know what I mean? It'll be like something if I entertain the thought too much. It's all in your thoughts too. They don't want to let you know that shit. People talk about semen retention and shit because it sounds good, but a lot of these people ain't make it up to 8 months. When you get up to 8 months, that's hard. For your first time, it'll be hard because you're getting attacked constantly, you know, by energies, succubuses in your dreams. You know, they know all this stuff about you, man. They study you. They don't want you to get past your 8 and 9, and, you know, they don't want you to have cosmic, you know, connection. That's what semen retention is about. It's not about just magnetism and you attract all the females in the world. I mean, damn, you're gonna attract people. Your magnetism is gonna be higher, but if you do it as a people, we'll be used to each other's magnetism, and then we'll repel anything that's weak and wicked, basically. So that's how that is. Well, this is gotta do. That's what happens too when you're cutting up. You lose your face fat and stuff too, but your body look a certain way. Let me see. Get them serratuses over there. I ain't see nobody with those, unless they got steroids, or they just you know, an ectomorph. You know, you got ectomorph, endomorphs, and mesomorphs. You know what I mean? So we're gonna study that too, man. Because once again, I don't hear nobody talking about ectomorph, endomorphs, and mesomorphs and stuff like that. How to help you take advantage of the body type that you got. What advice can you give me currently going on a 14-day streak trying to get to, don't think about, at this point, don't think about nothing, really. Like, don't entertain your thought longer than 2 minutes. If you're entertaining like a girl or whatever sexual, don't entertain it for longer than 2 minutes. Once you start to grow, I'm talking about down in that region, it's two different kind of grows, really. It's a muscle grow, and it's a semen grow, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have your joint can be hard, but it won't leak. But if you're thinking about sexual activity, it's gonna let out these little pheromones and liquid in your semen and all that stuff like that, and it's gonna drain you slowly. It's like putting a hole in a tire, and you just let it seek out as you think. And all that time you thought you done added on, you losing a lot of your minerals. So basically, yeah, don't think about nothing. Every day is a celebration. You know, every week is great. Get up to that month, that 30 days, and you're in the game. You're gonna be at this chakra. So every month, when the moon is in your sun sign, you better sit down and chill. Definitely don't watch no porn. Nobody should be watching porn no more. That's horrible for you. No porn for sure, especially if you're working out. You ain't got time to do that. A lot of these people work out too. They look swollen and ripped, but it's something they lacking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they can eat anything, but semen retention is the next. Celibacy is next. That's the next piece added to the puzzle. Guaranteed. They don't do this, you can't even talk to nobody after this. Does anybody defend not having sex, or, you know, having sex? Basically, they're defending it like, yo, man, I'm gonna have to have sex. Well, you don't need to hang with them people no more. It's good to have sex, but that's good with your people. You're gonna see how disgusting it is. Because it's like, with all this shit in the world right now, you got pedophiles and the files and all that shit's coming out. It's best for all of us to be celibate at this time. So you can really see what really went down, what's going on with these people who constantly tap into that tree. To the point, sex have you in a gluttonous state too. You know, eating anything. You see people's workout foods, they eating shrimps and shit. Shrimp tastes good, but it's a scavenger. You know what I mean? It's like it eats shit at the bottom of the water. You know what I'm saying? It tastes good, but some people is allergic to shrimp. Lobster tastes good too, because of the salt and the sodium and shit. You ain't supposed to eat it though. Hey, I play with the crabs and all that. They come up to me. Shit. And actually, they scared everybody else. Everybody eat them. But with me, they'll come and play around. Pick dirt up off you and shit. That's what they do all day, is picking shit up and eating it. That's what they do. I don't want to eat that. Shit. It's like eating swine. Why would I eat a swine for it? Why would I eat hogs? They smart. I don't even want to eat nothing that's smart. Fish is smart, man. I like fish. I'm not going to try to eat them. I have ate them before. But I'm just saying, they're smart. If you look at a fish, will play with you, man. You know what I'm saying? But they also know they're on the food chain. So people who eat them. So, But yeah, you know, we had to clean up our minds and our hearts, and your body's gonna look right after that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people on meth, you got people on drugs. Not too much hard drugs on black neighborhoods. Meth is like the last drug because they can make that shit. They can make it. You know what I'm saying? We're finna dead all that shit. This is a new beginning, B. And basically it starts with healing yourself and helping yourself and finding out what's wrong with you before you try to control somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Some people just are histrionics. They just need to be seen, you know? They just need to be seen. They don't have nothing of value to talk about. You know? They try to seem like that, but they don't. I guarantee you, big dog. So, what do you recommend for transmutation? I go to the gym, but I should do 100 push-ups every day. Not every day. Not 100 push-ups every day. Sometimes I do that stuff, but if you're going to the gym, start off 3 times. We're going to do for beginners. Three times a week, 12 times a month. That's really where it's at. And it's a secret to working the body. Because a lot of people, they think you just do one way, but you got to do like 3 different exercises for each body part. Like if I'm working my chest, if we're doing push-ups, that's really chest, you know? But if I do it like everybody else say, like, oh, like this, then I'm hitting everything. And you can do that, but if you want to isolate it, you want to put your shoulders to the back like that and then push. That's how you hit a chest. But you want to get some pull-ups in too. Pull-ups make you strong. You know, if you only can get 3, you got to get them in. Dude. Before you know it, you'll get 5, 7, and then you'll be up to 10. You'll be right. Man, we break this good, B. Fix myself up. I wasn't gonna go live too tough, man, but because you know men be around me and stuff, when I come out here, and they're just sitting there stare at you and shit. Another thing, man, that's why we're separate. The longer you go, if you start semen retention like this, and you go this way, and somebody's coming with you, and they started, but they release. You didn't release, you're still going, so now they gotta start again. Now they gotta catch up. Boom, they can't. They release again. You all the way out. Look how far you're spreading away from them. Their thoughts is not gonna be like yours no more. They're still in porn. They're still on the phones. You know what I'm saying? They still jagging off. You know what I'm saying? Stuff. Still playing with themselves. As a man, you ain't supposed to do that. Women, I love women. You know what I'm saying? You know, but they do look for us for the guidance. They look at us as the foundation. But we kind of switch roles and kind of looked at them like, so if you let me hit, then I'm gonna hit. But it's like, no, you're supposed to be a little bit stronger than her. You know what I'm saying? So, of course she's gonna let you hit because she's multi-orgasmic. That's a total difference than you as a man. What's up, Swim? Some men really wish that they were multi-orgasmic. I think that's the reason why they kind of wish they was women. In a way. When you see the trainees, and I'm not mad at the trainees, but if you're like I ain't gonna be in an environment where they at, so, but I'm just saying, it's like with the trainees, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can take whatever hormones, you can take whatever you got, but your divine eye will never be multi-orgasmic like a woman's. How are you? She can have multiple orgasms, B, at different spots. A man, he only can go maybe the prostate, and you ain't supposed to hit the prostate from that area. That's gonna cause cancer, motherfucker. Shit. You wonder why you get cancer. Why people are like, man, I got rectal cancer. Only way you got rectal cancer is if you've been getting hit in it the wrong way, or you've been eating steak and shit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Undigested proteins is fecal matter all up in your guts. You know, that's what happens. Sex is very important. I'm from the mandate. They're going to push this in because ain't nothing else you can do. But be celibate. It draws everybody to you, G. And you can focus on everything you need to do. Working out, healing, your clarity is going to be there, your mental clarity is going to be there. Discernment going to be popping. People are going to be trying to get on your nerves because you already at a certain level. What's the best natural way to detox your body? Fruits. People say, they always give you these long days of fasting on fruits and shit. Just 3 days, two days, you know what I'm saying? We're not living in a society where you can sit out on your land and detox for 3 days and don't miss nothing. You might got to go to work and get some money and shit like that. You got to pay rent or whatever it is. Get some to eat for later. So, but it's like, hey, 2 days or a day. Try a day of just grapes only. Anytime you get hungry, then you realize you're eating for a cellular level and not for the gut. If you're used to eating meals, like a lot of meals and shit, then your gut is going to be used to feeling weighed down. But once you take all that weight off of you, your stomach going to get smaller. Now you're going to absorb nutrients in other parts of your body. Your kidneys going to get to working. Because that's the detox. That's the detox joint. Once them kidneys get to moving, I'm talking about filtering. I got a filtering video about to come out. I think it's the next day or so, tomorrow night or something, about showing how to filter yourself. Like, you know, urinate inside of a bottle and then let it sit for a day or two. If it's quick, you even got to do a day or two. You should be showing the mucus right at the bottom. Mucus, you need mucus. So anybody talking about mucus and sickness, they just wanted your money. They wanted you to spend money on herbs that they know you ain't gonna use and shit. Maybe a little bit. They know you're gonna fall off without the guidance. You know, people just want to sell their book. Hold on, y'all. Let me pick the phone up real fast. Hope it don't go off and shit. But I was gonna say, yeah, so you need that mucus. Your mucus is your friend, G. That's where all the bacteria goes at. So in order to detox, you gotta eat grapes and citrus fruits. That's gonna be on and popping real soon and shit. So citrus fruits, that's gonna move your lymph. Astringent fruits, it's gonna move your lymph quick. Your lymph is mucus. Can't tell you that. They tell you that. Good luck, nothing, man. I got these people over here sometimes too. Oh wait. I'm walking and ask his brother for something. It said, don't drink lime water daily. I drink lime water daily. Okay, I said don't. My bad. Yeah, lime. That's alkaline too. That's another way. That'll do it. Put it in your. It's perfect. So what's the difference between spirit and the soul? The soul is connected. Well, spirit is connected to everything, but the soul is a direct influence connection to the all source. Like when you got when you can hear a beat without nobody playing a beat, you can make a beat. That's the soul. Some people could do that just by mimicking, but that only can go so far. The soul is the connection to the all highest. Really, everything that's in nature got a soul, but in everything that is inorganic, not from nature, has a spirit. But everything in nature has a spirit and a soul. So it's basically both of them. It's like the egg. You got the yolk, and then you got the little white part, and then you got the shell. The shell on the outside is basically the skin, your physical self. Everything on that yolk is the soul. And that little white part, you go through, that's the spirit. You want to look at it. But a lot of people only got the white part, no yolk. The yolk got all the amino acids and all the vitamins and minerals the body needs. But yeah, that's really just to give an idea of what a spirit and a soul is. The egg is a good way to break that down. You know what I'm saying? So what they do with the urge and mind tricks. They wanted to keep me trapped in the cycle. Yeah. Okay. So you got to be fed up. You know, I faced it head on. Sometimes you got to face that stuff head on. I faced it head on. And best to know, the powers that were and be, they know exactly, especially I'm talking about if you're looking at porn and stuff like that. I had used the porn before as like a training method. You know what I'm saying? As to train my fucking self. And you can get to that point. Because when you get to that point, they know they can't really do anything to you unless you give in. You know what I'm saying? So I used to train myself with Kegels and inner cosmic orbits and shit, and to make sure that I don't get drawn up to that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so once I knew I mastered that, I had to face it straight on. I mastered that shit. You know? So that's pretty much it. So I can play around and talk about it. They send me succubuses all the time. I wanted to show a picture of one of the mothers they sent me. I know wouldn't nobody turn this one down. And I ain't showing none of them white folks, but it's a white girl that was thick than a mug, and I know no brother would probably turn this down. I just played and played around with her and shit. Let it go. Put it back into the water. That's it, like a fish, you know what I'm saying? I don't want your big ass. But yeah, it'll get easier as you grow. You have, seriously with semen retention, I wouldn't think about a year. I wouldn't even think about how long ago. I thought about it right away, like, this is what I gotta do. I knew it already, like right away. It's like, this is it, because I knew when I was doing it, I didn't know what it was really called and shit. You know, some people called it edging before, but I did it for, you know, spiritual reasons, which is intercosmic orbit, clarity, psychic, things of that nature. Shit, you know, healing, non-depressive. But transmuting the energy, working out is really what transmutes the energy. Facing this shit head on. You can't transmute no energy if you don't face it head on. That's definitely facts. You know. So excuse me. So don't avoid your ascension. You need to do it. Oh, we had 26. We're gonna get ready to roll it in. You know, I'll be trying to do just a half hour. We had 26. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, man. We're gonna go live. This is like the calm before the storm. So I have to be kind of reserved a little bit because I'm at a place where I kind of stick out a little, you know, a little more than I would like to, but and I gotta like protect my energy and shit. Cause I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, it's people, they appreciate it, my brother, you know. So, but I got haters too. So, other than that, man, I love y'all because y'all in the game. Y'all know y'all know what we finna do. That's what it is. And if you really want to accomplish your goals, semen retention or celibacy, if you're a woman too, you have inner light. So I mean, you want to get this up. So let everybody go through their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody go through what they got to go through. I guarantee you're gonna heal up. You got a light that's in your belly that raises up. This is really the Christ consciousness. It's the light that's born in Bethlehem, which is your solar plexus. And every month it raises up, boom, 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 to the heave place, which is the highest chakra, where it crosses the vagus nerve, and boom, you get lit, you get more downloads, you get more inspiration, you know what you want to do. It's not like you just like, whoa, and they see you floating over a motherfucking river and shit, like Hiawatha or something, but in their minds, it's like that, you know, because you're doing something that's disciplining. So this is how you get true Christ consciousness. This is not like somebody we're waiting on. We're waiting on this in you. You got to get the light to the crown chakra so we can all have this Christ consciousness together. That's really what it is. So we can all see eye to eye. Right now we're not seeing eye to eye because everybody's at different levels of their celibacy level or whatnot. People ain't even really try to do celibacy. But I'm just saying, when you're at this point, at least when you're trying, you'll know where you're going with it. You'll know who you can talk to. You won't entertain those short conversations, only for like a little bit, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? You enjoy yourself, your presence more, because that's where the Most High is at, or your angels, your ancestors. You connect with them a lot more, and then they'll connect you with people, beings, or they'll use Most High use enemies as a footstool for you to get things done. You may not even have a lot of bread, but I guarantee you, Most High make sure you will not go without. You know what I'm saying? Like to maintain a physique, you know, you gotta eat a certain way. You can't even afford that. You gotta sleep. You gotta rest. You know, I'm outside, so people look at me, they be like, damn, how you get your rest? You just gotta know how to do it. But don't worry, I just did it this way so we show it can be done. So when I'm in somewhere, I don't wanna hit. I don't wanna hit. But you know, love you too. Nephew, is that nephew? Love you, man, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yo, I wanna say something. I was gonna say something about something. I got the thugs, they was finna, I was finna say something. But it's all good though. I want y'all to stay tuned, man, because we're just putting out little vids right now. But I got to stay live because they kind of shadow ban because you know we got our own little lane over here. We kind of, hey, we're making a whole new level, man. We're raising the plateau. You know, we're at like you got to get this in for about a year. You know, I guarantee you, everybody start changing. Everybody see it. Like this is what we got to do. This is what we got to do. A brother did it. That means we can do it, and that's right. You can. And then we can just be goofy and back cool again and shit. Women won't be easy no more because they value in themselves. Men won't be so thirst no more because they gonna value they light. They ain't gonna let that shit go. Trust you, man. You ain't gonna let it go. Then you'll be happy looking at yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not selfish. You know what I mean? You're actually putting love into you, so you can give it to somebody else too. And you won't give it to the wrong people. And you won't be naive and shit like that. Because that's what narcissists kind of want you to do. Get you naive, make you be a codependent. You don't want to be codependent. None of that, all right? So with that being said, I love y'all. I'm gonna Gary hop up out the room. Love you, Tyrese. Peace. You know, those are mantras, you know, mundras, or what you want to call them. But I be walking down the street like this, and that works. You'd be so surprised, man. You got like little beats, like little pulses in your fingers, man. You just gotta hold them lightly, and that shit eases you out. And whatever position you comfortable with holding, it ain't gotta be a certain way. Just as long as you doing it a certain way, it can be by your chest. This ain't no coach shit. We've been doing this. This is in Vedic astrology, man. We've been doing this for forever, but it works. So when you're sitting or you walking down the street, just walk down the street with these little two touching. Man, you know what I'm saying? That's why Ouija boards work. Because you got your little fingers and you're putting them on the thing and it's gliding, that spirit around you, pushing it around and shit. But don't fuck with that, y'all. We're gonna do our own stuff, all right? I love y'all. Make sure you get your sets in, fruits, berries, and melons, and we're detoxing daily. And I'll build you in the next one. Peace.